From people disappearing beneath moving machinery to terrifying moments just inches from death. These subway cameras captured events that still shock viewers today. These are the top 9 scary moments captured on subway security cameras. Number 9. The woman who never saw the tracks. Most people check their phones while waiting for public transportation. One woman learned how dangerous that can be. In 2019, surveillance cameras at a busy subway station in Madrid captured a frightening accident. The platform was crowded with passengers waiting for trains. Everything seemed completely normal. Then a woman stood up and started walking. The problem was that her eyes never left her phone as she moved toward the edge of the platform. She appeared completely unaware of her surroundings. People nearby were focused on their own conversations and didn't notice what was about to happen. Without realizing it, she took one step too far. Suddenly, she disappeared from view. She had walked straight off the platform and onto the tracks. Even worse, a train was approaching the station. The footage shows nearby passengers reacting instantly. Several people rushed forward to help while others signaled for the train to stop. Thankfully, the woman survived. The incident later became a warning used by transit officials to remind passengers that a few seconds of distraction can lead to a life-changing accident. Number 8. The ghost train. Most subway stations become quiet late at night. But one station in China reportedly experienced something far stranger. Security workers were monitoring surveillance cameras during a late-night shift when they noticed something unusual on one of the screens. The platform was completely empty. Then, out of nowhere, a train appeared. At first glance, everything looked normal. But as the workers watched more closely, they realized something was wrong. The train looked transparent. You could actually see parts of the station through it. The strange train slowly rolled into the station, stopped for a few moments, and then continued on its way. Nobody got on. Nobody got off. According to reports, the workers had never seen anything like it before. When footage of the incident spread online, viewers immediately began debating what they were seeing. Some believed it was a camera malfunction. Others thought it was a reflection. And of course, some people became convinced they were looking at a genuine paranormal event. Whatever the explanation may be, the footage remains one of the strangest pieces of subway surveillance ever recorded. Number 7. A bag strap turned into a nightmare. Sometimes the smallest mistake can have devastating consequences. In Rome, Italy, a woman stepped onto a subway train just as the doors were preparing to close. A moment later, she changed her mind and tried to step back onto the platform. Unfortunately, her bag had other plans. As she moved away, the strap became trapped in the closing doors. The train began moving. At first, the woman tried pulling herself free, but within seconds, she was being dragged along the platform. Passengers immediately realized something was terribly wrong. People started running after the train, waving their arms and trying to alert the driver. Panic spread across the station, yet the train continued moving. For several horrifying seconds, the woman remained trapped as the train pulled her farther down the platform. What happened next shocked everyone watching the footage. Number 6. The escalator that opened beneath him. Most people step onto an escalator without thinking twice. One man probably never will again. During a busy evening at a subway station in Istanbul, commuters were heading home as usual. Security cameras showed dozens of people using an escalator without any signs of trouble. Then something terrifying happened. A section of the escalator suddenly collapsed. One moment, a man was standing normally. The next, the moving stairs split open beneath his feet. He instantly disappeared into the machinery below. People nearby froze in shock. Several commuters rushed toward the opening, trying to figure out what had happened. Miraculously, the man managed to grab part of the escalator before being completely swallowed by the machinery. But he was still trapped. Rescuers were called immediately. Despite everyone's efforts, it took nearly an hour to free him from inside the damaged escalator. The footage looks like something straight out of a horror movie. 1 second, everything appears normal. The next second, the ground literally opens beneath someone's feet. Number 5. The teenagers who stole a subway train. Most teenagers break rules. Very few steal an entire train. In early 2025, surveillance cameras in New York captured one of the most unbelievable crimes ever recorded inside a subway yard. Late at night, A group of teenagers somehow gained access to a restricted train storage area. Instead of simply trespassing, they decided to go much further. The group entered a parked subway train. Then they figured out how to operate it. Moments later, the train began moving. Security footage showed the stolen train traveling through the rail system while the teenagers explored the cars like they were filming a movie. What's even crazier is that some of them recorded the entire adventure themselves. At several points, they casually walked through dark train cars as if nothing was wrong. Meanwhile, transit authorities had no idea a train had essentially been hijacked. Fortunately, nobody was injured, but the incident left transportation officials stunned. Stealing a car is one thing. Stealing a subway train is on a completely different level. Number 4, the Escalator disaster. A soccer game was about to begin in Rome. Thousands of excited fans were heading toward the stadium using the city's subway system. The atmosphere was loud and energetic. Then disaster struck. One station's escalator suddenly accelerated without warning. What happened next looked like a scene from an action movie. Passengers began sliding uncontrollably toward the bottom. People lost their balance. Others fell on top of each other. Within seconds, a massive pileup formed near the end of the escalator. The moving stairs continued pushing more people into the growing crowd. Some passengers desperately tried climbing over the side rails. Others attempted jumping onto nearby structures to escape. By the time the escalator finally stopped, dozens of people had been injured. Several suffered serious injuries requiring surgery. The security footage remains difficult to watch because there was almost no time for anyone to react. A normal commute suddenly turned into complete chaos. Number 3, the stranger standing behind him. Late one night in a quiet London subway station, a traveler suddenly felt like someone was standing directly behind him. The feeling became so intense that he moved closer to the wall, but every time he turned around, no one was there. Later, while reviewing photos from the station, he noticed a faint, transparent figure standing on the platform. Some believed it resembled former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, while skeptics blamed lighting or camera effects. Whatever it was, the eerie coincidence left many people with chills. Number 2, push toward an oncoming train. Standing near a subway platform can be dangerous, and one man in New York City experienced the worst. While waiting peacefully for his train, a stranger suddenly shoved him onto the tracks. Within seconds, he was staring at the headlights of an approaching train. Injured and unable to move, he also faced the deadly risk of the electrified third rail. Trapped between the tracks, he called for help until nearby passengers alerted emergency services. Firefighters rescued him just in time. He survived with serious injuries, and the attacker was later arrested. Number 1, the woman thrown onto the tracks. In 2022, security cameras at a subway station in the Bronx captured a shocking attack. A woman was quietly waiting for her train when a stranger suddenly grabbed her and threw her onto the tracks. The assault happened so fast that nearby passengers had little time to react. Panic spread as people rushed to help and called emergency services. Responders arrived quickly, and the woman survived despite suffering serious injuries. Investigators later identified the suspect, and the disturbing incident sparked widespread concern about passenger safety on subway platforms.